What's up, guys? Blizzard Productions here, back with another video, and today I'm doing more NFL predictions. This is now already week 8 of the NFL, so I think that this will be another good week of NFL football. These are a lot of unpredictable games, and how the NFL has been going this season, I think a lot of the games that I think are going to be like blowouts and stuff, the team that I thought was going to get blown out will come away with the win, but who knows? Anyways, with that being said, I appreciate you guys going ahead and clicking on this video. Enough of me talking, and let's get into the video. Starting off, we had the Jaguars going against the Broncos for the last London game of the season, I believe, and I had Jacksonville winning in this. It's really hard because both teams can sometimes do really good and sometimes really bad. Mainly the Jaguars, though, are the team I'm talking about that can do really good or really bad. Right now, the Broncos are just not living up to all the hype they had coming into the season. And they do not have the best coaching, in my opinion. And as for the Jaguars, Doug Peterson is a pretty good coach. And I believe that if they go ahead and are consistent on offense and their defense just stays up and goes ahead and stops the Broncos a couple of times, we can see a W for the Jaguars. Moving on, we had the Dolphins at the Lions, and I think that will be a closer game than most of us would think, but the Dolphins are going to come away with the win in the end. The Dolphins are a pretty good team. They didn't play the best against the Steelers last week, but they still went ahead and won in the end. And with that being said, I see the Dolphins going ahead and starting to kind of blow the lead a little bit towards the end, but then starting to pick up, and Tua being like how we saw before he got a concussion, and the Dolphins coming away with the win by about 10 points or so. Moving on, we had the Panthers at the Falcons, and I think that this will be a pretty close game, but in the end, the Panthers coming away with the win. The Panthers looked really good in the win against the Buccaneers last week. Their defense looked really strong, and their offense looked really good as well. And as for the new coach, he has a 1-1 record with the Panthers now, and I see him as being a pretty decent coach as for this season for the Panthers and trying to turn around their season. I don't think that they'll make the playoffs, but I do think that they will win this game. Moving on, we had the Cardinals at the Vikings, and this is going to be a pretty good game, I believe, but the Cardinals are going to come away with the upset victory. Right now, the Vikings are 5-1, but how they do it is just really hard to watch. They will win the game, but it's really hard to see how their offense plays or their defense or both sides, but they somehow get a win. However, in this game, I see Kyler Murray going off. They have to protect the run game as well as the pass game, and as for their offense, they got to have a decent offense because the Cardinals have a mid for NFL teams right now, a mid defense. So with that being said, I have the Cardinals defeating the Vikings in a very close game. Moving on, we have the Bears at the Cowboys, and I think this might be a decent game, but the Cowboys are going to come away with the win in the end. Both teams are coming off a win from last week, but the Cowboys look decent, and as for the Bears, they looked really good against the Patriots, just doing really good on offense and defense and just destroying the Patriots at the Patriots' home. So with that being said, it not being a home game doesn't matter for the Bears, I don't think. But in the end, I had the home crowd starting to wake up and the Cowboys going ahead and coming away with the win. Moving on, we had the Raiders at the Saints, and I think that this is going to also be a pretty decent game, but the Raiders are going to come away with the win in the end. I think the Raiders are finally going to start being the team that everyone thought that they were going to be coming into the season. And as for the Saints, they sometimes have really good games or sometimes really bad games. And in this case, I think that they're going to have not that good of a game, and the Raiders are going to ride that momentum and come away with the win. Moving on, we had the Steelers at the Eagles, and I have the Eagles still staying undefeated. They are going to win in this game. It's a home game for them, first of all, and second of all, the Steelers just aren't that good. I know that they beat the Buccaneers, but the Buccaneers also lost to the Panthers as well, so the Buccaneers aren't as good of a team. And then with that being said, I have the Eagles, who have been just dominating on offense and defensive side, going ahead and coming away with the win, and it being pretty much a blowout. Moving on, we had the Patriots at the Jets, and the Jets have looked really good this season, and the Patriots have not. With that being said, I had the Jets winning in kind of a blowout. They look really good on offense and defense, and Robert Saleh is a really good coach for them right now. And with that being said, with it being a home game, I still think that a lot of Patriots fans are going to go over to where the Jets are playing at MetLife Stadium, but still, that's not going to affect the Jets, and they're going to come away with the win. Moving on, we had the Titans at the Texans, and I had this kind of being a blowout, and the Titans are going to win in this one. The Texans are not that good of a team this year. We already know that. They haven't been a good team in a while, and the Titans also have been doing a very good job right now, and they are on a little bit of a streak, and their offense is decent with Ryan Tannehill, and their defense is also sometimes can be a little bad, but I think that they're going to wake up in this game, and it's going to be a blowout victory. Moving on, we had the Giants at the Seahawks. This is going to be a good game, and I really don't know which way it's going to go, but I think the Giants are going to win. Geno Smith looks really good for the QB on the Seahawks side, a lot better than anyone would have thought, including me. And then as for the Giants, though, they are a good defensive team, and their offense is really good right now. Daniel Jones can take off when he needs to and is really fast, and also can throw some dimes. With that being said, I have this being a close game, but in the end, the Giants coming away with the win. Moving on, we have the Commanders at the Colts, and I had this being another evenly matched game, but in the end, the Colts coming away with the win. They are a decent team, definitely not what a lot of people thought coming into the season, but they are definitely a better team than what the Commanders are, and also it's a home game. With that being said, I have the Colts winning in a probably field goal or touchdown. Moving on, we have my favorite team, the 49ers, at the Rams, and I had this being a really good game, but in the end, the 49ers hopefully coming away with the win. I think they are the better team. Both teams, though, are kind of struggling right now, and the 49ers are on a 2-game losing streak. Hopefully, they can come away with the win. Their defense can finally start to wake up and be the defense that we saw in the beginning of the season. And as for their offense, hopefully Jimmy G can get out of whatever he's in right now and at least be a better quarterback than what he has been, because right now I just want to see Brock Purdy in. So with that being said, though, I still think that the 49ers are going to come away with the win. Moving on, we had the Sunday Night Football game. I think it'll be a good one. It's the Packers at the Bills, and I have the Bills coming away with the win in the end. They are having a home game, which means that the home field advantage will be very strong because the Bills Mafia is a very good crowd. And as for the Green Bay Packers, they just lost 2 in a row and just went ahead, or actually they lost 3 in a row, and one of them being against the Washington Commanders, which happened last week. So with that being said, I have the Packers starting to wake up, but they're still not going to be a match for the defense of the Bills, and then Josh Allen will have a great game. And last but not least, we had the Monday Night Football game, the Bengals at the Browns. I think this will be a good game, but the Bengals are going to come away with the win in the end. The Bengals, I believe, are the better team, and Ja'Marr Chase is not expected to play, but I think that Joe Burrow will still go ahead and do his Joe Burrow stuff. He might take off, but he'll make some really good throws, and in the end, the Bengals are going to come away with the win. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. I really enjoy making these. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Put in the comment section down below if you agree or disagree with some of my picks and why. I'm sure by the time you guys comment, the games will already be finished, and it could have been like a year later or something like that. But still, even if you know the outcome or whatever, tell me what that outcome was and if I was really wrong or really right. So with that being said, I thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.